Hey everybody, Jim Gonzalez, EDI support. Coming back to you. We're on video number 4, step number 4 in the process of when you reach out to EDI support. Again, you're most likely going to get a hold of me. I'm going to be the one that's going to be emailing you, having those calls with you, doing all those things to get through the initial questions and the answers that you're bringing back to us. And then I'm going to compile all of that. And then behind the scenes, I'm going to bring in my team. We're going to have a meeting. We're usually going to do it over Zoom or GoToMeeting or some other type of virtual way because we're all located across the United States. It's the beautiful world that we live in, that we're all able to be remote. So with that, what we're going to do is we're going to sit down and we're going to look at those answers and we're going to try to figure out which options we want to suggest to you. Again, you're making the choice. So we're going to try to bring you as many options as possible and give you pros and cons to doing the new EDI solution or the add-on to your existing EDI solution or whatever it may be. But we want to bring you as many options as we can so that you can then, with us, figure out which one do you want. Again, you've answered all those questions, the initial questions. We've taken those answers. We've put together, okay, here's the project, here's the customer, here's what they're looking for. If there can be multiple options for it, all best. Because now we know what are those pros and cons for those different options, and you get to make that choice. It's not us saying, hey, this is the way you're going to do it. This is how you're going to handle it. None of that. This is us being your partner, working side by side with you to figure out what solution ultimately makes sense. Which way to handle these different projects. If it's a simple project of one trading partner utilizing a web form and you want it as cheap as possible, there's probably going to be 2 solutions that we're going to recommend. If there's, it all depends on what you want. So again, it's the luxury of up to this point, you still haven't paid anything. Nothing's come out of your pocket. None of those things. We're literally looking to assist you, make that bond, make that relationship a long-lasting relationship, and hopefully, financially, we can work together. But the beauty is you're getting all these resources thrown at you, and it's not a sales team. It's not a, hey, we'll get back to you in 5 days, 6 days. You're literally getting a response, and in a fast-paced process, we can provide you options. We can also then bring in other entities and help you out. So if you say to us, listen, I also want to have our ERP reseller involved. Bring them on board. We're looking to do whatever's best for you and give you those options. So behind the scenes, we're putting our heads together. We're figuring these things out. We're taking those answers that you've given us, and we're saying, okay, in the research that we've done over the years and the products that we've utilized, here's what we would recommend. Usually, there's going to be multiple options. It's usually, I try to do 1 to 3 because you don't want to get any greater than that. Sometimes there's only one option. Depends on the answers that you provide. But again, we're going to try to give you a couple different options just so that you know what you're getting into, what route we're recommending as being the professionals in this industry. Like I said, we have decades of doing EDI and document integration. You rely on us to be an extension of you. And that's what we're trying to bring to the table in the partnership that we're looking to make with any client that reaches out, or any potential customer, I should say, that reaches out to us. So if you have any questions, don't hesitate. You can call me, email me. You can get a hold of me any which way, and we can look to put that information together for you and help you out. Again, in our step 4 is where we're putting those brains together and just coming up with what we can build and what way we can culminate it, and say, hey, here's the options. Here's what we got. Here's what we can go for, and keeping everybody else involved. Anyways, look forward to hearing from you. And the next video, we'll get into step number 5.